contest for the second half of the first conference home game for the Silver Swords as they take on the Sharks of HPU. The first half notable by a lack of scoring chances for either side, and the possession mostly being distributed across the midfield, which in some ways would suggest that Chaminade's doing well to counter the wind and still have about half the possession. They had more corners, and they certainly challenged Jacobson in goal more than Merrick had things to do. So there's that as a reflection of what may happen in the second half when Chaminade has the wind. So we are seconds away from, it looks like Bryn Shimabukura literally kicking us off here. Wind is still strong, and the starting lineup seems unchanged from the beginning of the match, with the possible exception of Lavoit starting out as a right back instead of in the middle. Long clearance down to the keeper, so Jacobson just pulling that in, playing a short ball, somewhat dangerous across the face of her goal, distributed down the far side. It's Kapua Parker getting the ball to Stokes, and then back off, pushing the ball back to the right back. Kapua Parker sending it out wide, making progress down that right wing, but over the line for a Chaminade throw. Ball kept in by Node, and then out for a Sharks throw. Reed intercepting that, and Kiefer clearing the ball down. Kiefer gets the ball a second crack at that, and she finds Desorello. Raleigh spreads it wide. Back to the center back. Merrick coming out to distribute the ball long and wide, out for a Sharks throw. Good run under pressure, loses the ball. And now we have a foot race. Yoshida showing her speed there. Looking threatening, but not really getting possession. Ball's out for a Shark throw. Whitmer and Reed tussling it out. Ultimately out for a Chaminade throw. No's long throw, but it goes to a Sharks player first. So Kuaparka to Redfeld, back to our keeper, Jacobson. Distributes it wide. So Stokes being beaten by Stately, who's out physical her, under a lot of pressure, and then forced down to the ground for a free kick. So Stately doing very well there to draw the foul in a dangerous area in Mokini to take. And this is well within Mokini's shot distance. So this is something where she may find the net, or she may elect to cross to the far post. Doesn't look like there's any runs near post just yet. Jacobson bracing to it's going to the far post, but there's a looks like Cizzarello was pushed to the ground there, but no foul called. So it's a long throw from Lavoit, and she reaches the 18-yard box. It's flipped forward there by Shimabukuro, and then Jacobson pounces on the ball. So well read by Jacobson. She's using her box and encouraging her backline to move up, but she's put the ball on the ground, so she plays it short and wide. It's Valdez down the wing to Bustamante, and offside called. So the Chaminade back line holding a very high line. Looks like Mokini to take. And with the wind, this can go some distance. Looks like Gunnigan Hale getting ready to come on board for the Swords. It's long and it's down the middle. It's angled across the field and goes out for a goal kick. So Gunnigan Hale going in. And Narvaez taking a break. This seems more like a tactical decision, so no injuries are involved. And it's fairly soon to be making a substitution. Now it's going to be a long throw. Maddie Note has that in her locker, and she gets the ball back. Goes to Mokini. Kiefer not finding a player, but the ball being ultimately received by a Sharks player. This is Whitmer switching the ball out wide. Stokes doing well to find a teammate, and it's going back to back off. It's a kind of a glancing shot across the goal, and it looks like a goal kick. So, scary circumstance there, situation for the Silver Swords. I'm not sure if that was a shot or a cross to a colleague, but Sharks having potential chance for a shot on goal. Nice goal kick, high and wide. No doing well to shield the ball, but ultimately glanced off her for a throw, I believe. Throw taken quickly and not a long throw. And the cross is made. Keeper's out. Merrick does well to reach the ball, but doesn't get hold of it. Good defense there by Slathiou, who had to twist and turn there to keep possession, and she was fouled in the process. So it's a free kick for Chaminade. Slathiou having a very physical game today. Ball goes down the wing, and out by Shimabukuro. Stokes to throw. Whitmer doesn't gain possession, and it's sort of cleared out for a throw by Reed. Stokes again to throw. Agel able to get possession. The Sharks connecting well in the midfield. Yoshida showing some nice foot skills there, but the possession got changed, and now the Sharks have it at their feet. It's connecting through the middle of the field. It looks like a long distance shot. Should not be a problem for Merrick, and it's not. But maybe it's a shot in the arm for the Sharks to be able to get positioned close to the goal to shoot. It's a very long, high clearance down the middle. It's picked up by Kapua Parker, who passes the ball back there to Redfeld, to Kapua Parker again. So Raleigh getting the ball across to Redfeld again. Keeps it in play. And does well to find Kapua Parker. Possession going back and forth a lot in the midfield here, as players content to sometimes just to clear the ball forward. It's going to be a Sharks throw on the far side, but well anticipated there by Gannigan Hale. Looks like Carpenter's on it, but not able to. There was Tizzarello. So this will be a longish throw. It bounces, and Tizzarello's on it, but her head was only able to get enough power to hit the side netting. 7 and 9 coming in, so we have Carpenter coming in and Loria coming in, and Yoshida and Tizzarello taking a break. Now a short pass to the center defender, goes to the right back. With Chaminade challenging aggressively to get possession and keeping the ball in dangerous areas. The game's been quite a fairly played game. Not a lot of aggressive fouls, but there's still a lot of physicality in this game. Ball kind of skirts over and ultimately gets to Loria. Passes the ball back. There's a little bit of space for Lavoit, who finds Slate Liu to pass the ball very quickly there to Yoshida. Some nice quick passing by the Swords. And looks like a substitution as Valdez comes in, second half. And taking a break is Bustamante. Okay, Sharks doing well to keep possession there, but Slate Liu has the ball. Nice combination play with Lavoit. A lovely little touch there by Loria, who gets a give and go from Shimabukura, and she's down the wing, and the ball is just out, I think, for a goal kick. But some lovely pass work there. Jacobson plays the ball short to her center defender and clears it, but Lavoit gets her foot on that. Now it's out for a throw. A lot of challenge rewarded there, but Loria eventually kicking the ball against a Shark to get possession back, and we have Lavoit with her ability to throw the ball. Tremendous scissors, can probably get to the far post, near post, and she does so. ball goes out for another throw, so to be repeated. So this will be a sustained period of attack for the Silver Swords. Looking for Carpenter's ability to reach the ball in the air. A nice, cool pass work there by Slate Liu. As Reed ultimately unable to keep possession of that. So a long, fast run as tremendous defensive work there by Reed, who sprints back to get her toe on that and clear the ball out for a throw. So it looked like the potential of a counterattack there, but interrupted there by Reed's excellent defense work. Ball sent into close to the middle of the 18-yard box, but well anticipated and cleared. And Shimabukuro picking the pockets there and getting the ball to Loria, who punches the ball forward. It looks like we've got an injury. It's just Shimabukuro looks like she's down and injured. The ref has appropriately stopped the play and the clock. And it looks like she's going to need to come off, and Malathong is going to be replacing her. Bryn Shimabukuro having an excellent game so far, and she's actually staying in, so Malathong perhaps will come in for a later period of this half. But Shimabukuro just having an excellent game today. Looks like a free kick to be taken by Mokini. Now, despite the distance to the goal, this is something that Mokini can do. She can actually reach the net from here, but she's going to more or less get it to the far post. Someone running on that, and it was a lovely idea there with Loria running onto the ball, just inches away from getting her foot on it. The keeper would typically pass it short to her back, and taking risks in that final third. Slate Liu's on it. She passes it in the middle. It's a lovely pass, and it's a lovely shot deflected. Slate Liu on it again, and she gets another pass set up across the middle, and no one really taking advantage of that. So Slate Liu twice, giving her team a lovely opportunity for shots on goal. So you get the sense that things are coming to fruition for the Swords as they are putting consistent pressure there on the Sharks' goal. Mokini chipping the ball sort of down, but no one able to follow through on that as Jacobson picks the ball up and recovers to the center of her 18-yard box. The center back is strangely tying her shoes. Should not be the time to be doing that when the ball is in play. Shimabukuro on the ball, gets into the middle, but no one really there to capitalize on that. Okay, Agel getting the ball. Cleverly done there by Kiefer. Slate Liu passes down the wing to an open Loria, who brings the ball in the middle. It's a clever little flick on, and it just doesn't get close enough to the goal or far enough for Gunnigan Hale to get a foot on. So really good chances here. It seems like we're just knocking on the door. It's 27 minutes and change left in this half, this game. And most of the play is in the Sharks' half, and almost all the threats on goal. So Carpenter toe pokes it to Shimabukuro, their own player, passes it back as a pass back, and she picks it up. That is typically considered to be a free kick, because that's not okay to pass back to your own player. It may be interpreted as a misclearance, or it may be interpreted as a pass, and this is really up to the center ref Rogers to make a determination. The Jacobson appeared to look guilty as she picked it up and then dropped it down to her feet again, sort of maybe indicating that she thought she had transgressed. So it'll be a free kick now, it appears. And this is a very dangerous circumstance where the ball will be just literally feet away from the net. The team has to be 10 yards or as far back as possible, which is really essentially on the line. So as the center ref asks the wall, essentially at this point, every player of the Sharks really lining the goal, and it'll be up to the Swords to figure out how to find the best space that's available to penetrate essentially a 10-man wall. Now, it looks like Carpenter is lining up to take this, but it's unclear what's happening now. It looks like no, Carpenter's not, and it looks like it might be O'Keefe to take this. They have to be 10 yards away. It's touched, and it's in. It's a goal! Okay, and we've scored. And it looks very much like a tip, and then O'Keefe just pops it through a gap. So O'Keefe, typically known for shooting from long distance, shot from perhaps the shortest distance of her soccer career to find the back of the net. And Chaminade is up 1-0. Now, it's not against the run of play by any means, as most of this half has been played in the Sharks' half. Abigail Glover's taking a break, and it looks like Ashley Backoff is coming on board. Ball's crossed, and it goes out for a Chaminade throw, which will be Lavoie to take. No, it's actually a Sharks throw. It's Stokes' throw, and okay, so Stokes' attempt to get the ball forward, ricocheted there off Loria. As Stokes takes the throw. That's Agel. Agel's on the ground, but she's okay this time, and the injury that she sustained in the first half does not appear to be significant. The long throw by Lavoie, and it's defended by a head from Stokes to the sideline. Looking there for Carpenter to run on, and it's actually Shimabukuro. It takes an overlapping run to get to the ball. She keeps the ball in and forces the Sharks to deal with that. And it looks like it may be a corner kick. It's hard for me to see from where my desk is. In the future, when we have a press box, I'll be able to see the whole field. Currently, I have to sort of make stuff up. I believe it's a corner, by the way things are lining up, and guessing that was Lavoie to take the corner. Could be a counter here, as Sharks are progressing up, but not enough numbers to be that threatening against the Silver Swords back line. Okay, Carpenter doing a lovely little move to beat the defender. She passes into a space there for Loria, but the ball runs too quickly and out of bounds. Or no, the keeper decides to launch the ball forward, which is an unusual choice, given she would have had a goal kick otherwise. Okay, Agel with the ball in a little bit of space, but she is able to split defenders and Kiefer back to Merrick, who's got a lot of time and space. Merrick searching for Carpenter. No foul there. The player goes to ground. It's a late call, I believe, on Carpenter for a push there. Maybe the maybe the center ref, Rogers, was waiting to see if there's an advantage, and there just didn't seem to be. So actually, that's good reffing. Raleigh to take, and she takes it quickly to Redfeld. Redfeld distributing the ball wide to Tong. Tong gets the ball in front of the 18-yard box, but no one's really on that. Redfeld sort of launches the ball forward and to the side. Let's see. There's Stokes having what I believe was a shot, but irrespective, it's out for a goal kick. We have two substitutions for the Swords. And so that's Desarello and Malayathong are going in, and so Carpenter and Loria are taking a well-deserved break. Got some tired legs out there. It's a super hot day today. Fairly soon, I believe, we're going to have a water break. Desarello almost getting the opportunity to run the ball past the back line. Malayathong with their fresh legs can put a fair bit of pressure on this. We have three substitutions from the Swords, so additional pressure coming in. The ball is sort of launched forward there and a little bit to the side. Stokes helping get the ball across to Koparka, and then the Sharks are looking to find feet here as they bring the ball to the near side. This is Stokes patiently waiting for the opportunity to find Eshel. This is a good series of pass work by the Sharks. The Chaminade midfield putting a lot of pressure though, and that the defensive success of the Swords starts with the midfield, I believe. So Courtney Hames, Shannon Healy, and Isabel Narvaez coming in. And Kira Reed, Bryn Shamukara, and Gattigan Hale taking breaks. It's this way. Unlucky that call, but okay. Strokes to throw. So double team now, and Almanzi does well. Manzak does well to get the ball out for a Sharks throw. Redfeld with some nice space there, but unable to get it. Oh, and she shoves Slave Liu to the ground. So Slave Liu spending a lot of time on the ground after being physical to the ground. So kind of reflecting a very physical game. But she's up, and she's one tough midfielder. She keeps drawing these fouls and giving an opportunity for the Swords to get their shape, and in this case, give Mo Keeney a chance to launch the ball in front of the net. Too far for a shot, but not too far to get the ball to the far post area of the 18-yard box. Sort of goes there. Narvaez gets a toe on it, but with no control, it goes out for a Sharks throw. We've got under 20 minutes now. Silver Swords up by a goal from a sort of a set play that was right next to the goal after the goalkeeper picked up a pass back. That was Mo Keeney finding a little bit of space there after in a break in the Sharks' wall. So essentially had to line the goal line. Here's Almanza able to get the ball across the field, but to no Sharks player in particular backed off, tries to get the ball to the right wing, but that's intercepted and out for a Sharks throw. Okay, there's another player down for the Sharks taking a knee there. She looks like she's in some pain. And it looks like it might be called as a water break now, which is probably prompted by the unfortunate injury of one of the Sharks players. I don't see the number yet, so I can't tell you who's down. Let's hope she can mend quickly here and be in the game still. It looks like it's Emma Rose Kapua Parker is injured, and she's really seeming to be in a fair bit of pain here. She's being sort of held up as she hobbles off the field. It looks like her left thigh has been injured. She's able to walk under her own steam there, but it looks like it might be like a cork, when you get kneed or something there. So that's less significant than, say, a hip or a knee injury. Hopefully she can stay on board, but she may be a candidate for a rest for the remainder of this game. So almost as predicted, the Silver Swords were able to dominate most of the second half with keeping the possession in the Sharks' half for the most part. The Sharks showing the capacity to really connect well on the ground, but really the Silver Swords attack has been relentless at times. Ultimately, some of the short play in the first third, while they're trying to distribute the ball, end up backfiring against the Sharks and leading to a misplaced pass back to the keeper, who picked it up and ended up causing a free kick. So it's a Sharks throw. It's out for another one. Now it's a Silver Swords throw. This will be Chaminade. One of the it's a lovely pass there by HPU, and another lovely pass there by Healy, who gets the ball back to Lavoie, who pokes it back to Healy. The ball goes into the middle. It's a high task there for Deserello to get the ball turned and across in front of the goal, and her attempts to do so went behind the goals for a goal kick. But some nice transition play from one side of the field to the next, and some good pass work there. And the ball goes immediately out for a Chaminade throw. One of the challenges for the Silver Swords in terms of their finishing might be that they're missing some key strikers that they had from the last year's play, and years before that, with Gracie Node, for example, the older sister of Maddie Node, unfortunately having to watch from the sidelines as her kid sister is helping the team out, but Gracie Node, one of the top scorers for the Silver Swords during her time here. Missing also Savannah Bruce Miranda, who's also a threatening person. Here's Slate Liu, who tips the ball through a little gap there, but doesn't quite reach Deserel. She tips the ball again back to Healy. Slate Liu doing a lot of work to set up her fellow players to get some shots on goal. So that's a nice role she's playing as a sort of an attacking midfielder there. Not sure what happened with that foul, but it's sent right down the middle. Ball spread out wide. And Tong to get control of it, but doesn't. But lets it roll over for a throw. Wind seems to be picking up in speed now, which is only an advantage for the Silver Swords. Again, numbers in the midfield seem to support the Swords regaining possession. It's been able to find Desirillo, and she's sprinting down this wing. Tremendous speed. But I think it's Raleigh doing a good job of shielding the ball out for a goal kick. So Jacobson to take it. There's 15 minutes and change of this game left, with the Silver Swords ahead by a goal poked through the wall after a foul was made by the goalkeeper, picking the ball up from a pass back to her. Okay. There's one player, a Silver Swords, she's injured or just tying her shoe. And it looks like Narvaez was. Okay, it looks like the Sharks player, Anela Tong, is coming out, being replaced there by Ocean Bustamante. And it looks like we have another couple of Swords coming in. Give us fresh legs for the last few minutes of the game. Well, last 15. Okay. Narvaez doing well to win that head, but ultimately gets back to out physical there. The Chaminade midfield winning the ball back. It's Healy racing for the ball, but not able to get it under control. Again, the midfield kind of wins the battle, but perhaps too aggressively, considered to be a foul by center ref Rogers. The back line holding the line just in front of the 18-yard box. It looks like red fell to take. Almost all of the Silver Swords are back now in a defensive capacity, Malafong included. Tried to head it on, but it was well met by, it looks like we have Desirillo almost by herself taking on the entire back line. It's I believe it's a Sharks throw, but it goes to Slate View. Gets the ball again. Ball's across. Goes to Healy, and back out wide. And unfortunately, I believe over the sideline. So it's going to be a Shark throw. Okay, Slate View able to get her head on that. And ball able to find Valdez as she sprints down the wing, and she looked for a pass there, but it hits the heel of a defender, and 17. So it's Malafong almost able to keep that in, but it goes out for a Shark throw. We have 4 substitutions. And the ball goes out for Chaminade throw, which means we're going to have a bunch of substitutions here. So it's Kira Reed, Beloria, Brinjo Bakura and I believe Brianna Yoshida coming in. So there's a bunch of fresh legs, hopefully for this last dozen minutes of the game, while Chaminade is up a goal. Lavoit launches it down to head towards the center. Reed's head goes a little bit behind her, and Bustamante unable to get possession, but put enough pressure on the swords to force a clearance. So out for a shark throw. Okay. Almanza under a lot of pressure there and spills the ball. So, tremendous speed there. I'm not sure. Like Loria, I believe it was, forced the ground, but looking very threatening with her speed in the left wing. Loria winning the ball back, gets the ball in the middle, and that's Yoshida. Gets her left foot on it, and it hits the side of the goal. So initially it looked like it might be a threat, but Jacobson certainly had that covered. She's indicating to her team she's going to launch it long, and she does. And it's Valdez getting to Whitmer, but one back, and Shimabukura gets possession again. Keep the center ref says play on. Saw the foul, but recognized that Chaminade was fouled, and she's letting it play on here. It's Loria is using tremendous speed and threat down that left wing and cleared for what I think is a corner. So this will be like the fourth or fifth corner for the Silver Swords. Looks like Slate Liu is coming in to take the corner. With the wind and a right footer, the ball should really curve towards the goal, and that can be quite a threat. Slate Liu moved the corner flag to get it out of her way. I don't think that's allowed. It's to the far post. It's curving very closely to the far post, but able to be headed out by Valdez. So good defense on that standpoint, and a lovely cross, threatening cross by Slate Liu. The ball finds its way into front of the goal, but no Silver Swords on that. A pass back to Lavoit, but it ricochets off, and Mokini sends that off somewhere into the middle of campus. Okay. So two players on for the Swords. The Sharks is Westrom and Glover. Long throw by Mason. Oh my gosh! Is that the fourth time that Slate Liu's been shoved to the ground? It's something that requires a talking to. I'm surprised a card is not being shown, but so it goes. Pretty hard to keep Slate Liu down. She's a force to be reckoned with. Her cleverness on the ball sometimes is infuriating for opponents that get upset with the skills, and then they just get frustrated to hack her down. This is Mokini to the far post. It's a nice run in. Several Swords on that. Oh, it was a lovely side-footed idea by Reed, who wasn't able to get that on frame, but because it bounced off of a defender. But a nice series of actions by the Swords. Like Kenny Kiefer going into the goal. Mokini staying back, along with Lavoit. Again, we're Silver Swords up a goal, and it's a right-footed corner that doesn't find anybody, goes diagonally away from the 18-yard box. Voigt kind of does a chip pass down the wing, but just too far to be effective, and it goes out for a goal kick. Jacobson plays it short, very dangerously so. St. Louis on the ball now, beats her player. She's got some time. She's made it for herself. She passes in the middle of the goal, but unable to find out. She throws herself at the ball to get possession. What fantastic play by St. Louis, who is just having the game of her season. She's unstoppable. Several times setting up teammates for chances on goal. And maybe the start of turning the Swords around so that they can get shots on frame. Well headed by Reed, who anticipates the long clearance by the keeper. Okay. Mason's clearance is not convincing, and Loria almost on that for a shooting opportunity. So we have 7 minutes left of this game. A short pass by the keeper. Several times those working the ball out from the first third has not worked well for the Sharks. Loria doing well to keep possession under a lot of pressure. It's a shot on goal. It's just wide. Yoshida having a good crack on goal there, just not on frame. Had it been on frame, suspect it may have gone in. So let's see. Michelle is coming back into the match and taking a break as Mason. Okay, Jacobson to clear it long and down the center of the pitch. Okay, bit of a shove in the back there by Kiefer, but not caught by the center ref. Loria battling, and the ball won back for the Swords. It's a shot. It's just high and wide, but a good attempt there by Bella Narvaez, I believe. So almost all the chances of the second half have been against the HPU side, and one gets the sense of more to come. And the ball, Lavoie doing very well to shield the ball out under a lot of pressure there by Abby Glover. Had a very physical and effective game. It's a very long throw. Skipped on there by Shimabukuro. It finds Yoshida sort of, but unable to really get possession because the Sharks backline defender able to get her foot on it. Ooh, the ball unintentionally ricocheting off of a Sharks player. A long throw by Maddie Noy down the wing. Looks like it ends up in a foul, I believe. I'm not sure that's a throw. And Mariana Carpenter looks like she's getting ready to come back on board. So the team that is going to close out this match is very much a team that would typically start on a Silver Swords game. Lokini to take this, and she's, of course, got the leg strength to deliver it almost anywhere she wants in the 18-yard box. It goes to the center of the goal, skips over, and it just goes wide. And it skipped over from a tip-off of, I believe it was Western, but I'm not sure who the defender was. So it'll end up being a corner. And it looks like Maddie Node is crossing the field to take this as Mariana Carpenter enters the game. And it looks like Loria is taking a break and, well, finishing her contribution to the game, which has been tremendous. She's been a force to be reckoned with this half especially. So Maddie Node to take this corner, and it goes to the far post. It's headed by Kiefer and off of a Sharks defender, but kept in play and then cleared. So it's going to be a throw, which Maddie Note has to get back to take. So we've got 3 minutes and change here with Chaminade up a goal, looking for its first win of the season with any luck. Okay, the ball skips off and goes out for a goal kick. We know from the Silver Swords last game you can't assume anything, and you have to play it all the way to the end, because they certainly had a heartbreak with their last game against Dominion, losing in the last 60 seconds. Reed getting her head on that, deflected kind of a little bit wildly, but Narvaez getting under it. It's to Glover. Glover distributing to Whitmer. Ball distributed out wide, but the angle not quite right for Almanza to get onto this. So 2 minutes and change left in this game, with a nice flick on there by Shibabakura to Yoshida, who gets the ball into space there, but well read there by Agel, who's clearly one of the skilled contributors to the Sharks team. And lately we were just not able to get onto that pass to the right. And we have 2 minutes now and change. Stokes to take the throw. Slade Liu just doing something clever, which is to clear the ball down the field far as possible, forcing the Sharks to play the ball in that corner of the field. And really using this as a way to be conservative about possession and space. Reed clearing the ball, getting it out to the left there. There's Maddie Note with some space in front of her. She's racing to the corner flag, very cleverly, very smartly, looking for a corner, and she gets it. So well done. So Maddie Note, a very intelligent play there, and she's appropriately placed to take the corner. And there's 1 minute and seconds left.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
And this may be the last attack of the game. As Slate Liu gets over the ball. Again, she's a right footer, and she'll curve this ball. With any luck, the wind will create a chance. It goes to this slightly across the center line of this 6-yard box. Kiefer's on top of that and going to the corner. So, okay, so be retaken, and Silver Swords just interested in keeping the ball in the Sharks' half. Slate Liu kind of used the outside of her box, outside of her shoe rather, to curve the ball forward. It looks like Narvaez has a little bit of space in front of her, cutting it inside. She takes a right-footed shot. It goes, and well saved. Oh my. Best shot of the game by Jacobson, but it makes no difference to the outcome, as Chaminade has won their first game of the season and the first game of their conference. So it must be stated as a deserved win. It was a close game, and the Sharks are to be congratulated on playing a very aggressive and consistently challenging game. The second half largely, though, dominated by the Silver Swords' ability to keep it in the Sharks'